Hey, so I'm just going to go over a few examples from this paper that says dividing polynomials at the top. If you were at practice on Tuesday, then I already went through this, so you don't have to watch this video unless if you want to go through the steps again just to remind yourself. But the way to do this, whenever we have two polynomials that we are dividing, we're actually going to use long division. Let's say, for example, I wanted to do like 133 divided by 2. When you go to divide that, well, so I'll go ahead and do this real quick, but you don't have to write this part down. But 2 times 13, or 2 goes in 13 6 times, we get 12. So 2 goes in 13 6 times again. When I get my remainder eventually, like we could have turned that into a decimal, but remember you could also bring that up, that 1 up, and then this 2 becomes your denominator. We're going to be doing the same kind of thing. And I'm just going to do the first 3 questions, and then the rest will be for you to practice on your own if you want. So this part's going to go on the inside, this is going to go on the outside. So we have m minus 8 on the outside, and then m squared minus 7m minus 11 on the inside. So the way I'm going to think about this is I already have an m, but I want an m squared. So since I have an m, to get m squared, I'm going to have to multiply it by m. So m times m would give me m squared. I'm also going to treat this like the distributive property. So I did m times m. I'm also going to do m times negative 8. So I'm multiplying each thing by each term on the outside of the division symbol. M times negative 8 is negative 8m. Just like normal long division, we subtract, but we're subtracting every term. So when I subtract this negative 8m, because minus negative 8, that becomes positive. So really we're just going to change all the signs for these new terms. M squared minus m squared is just 0, so don't care about that. Negative 7m plus 8m is just 1m, or m. Bring down to minus 11. Now I want to see, okay, I have an m, I want an m. So I need to think, what times m is m? Well, that's 1. Since that's positive 1, I'm going to add 1. 1 times m is m. 1 times negative 8 is negative 8. And again, I'm going to subtract, but when I do that, change all of your signs. So negative m plus 8. Negative 11 plus 8 is going to give me negative 3. I don't have anything else to bring down, so I'm going to bring that minus up. So bring down the negative 3. I'm going to put the minus in front. This m minus 8 is going to become my denominator. So my answer to this is m plus 1 minus 3 over m minus 8. Okay, so I'm going to do the next example. N minus 6 on the outside, n squared minus n minus 29 on the inside. So this time I have an n, I want an n squared. So I'm thinking, what times n is n squared? That's n. N times n is n squared. N times negative 6 is negative 6n. I'm going to subtract. When I do that, change your signs. Oops. So negative n plus 6n is going to give me 5n. Bring down your minus 29. And then now I have n, but I wanted 5n. So I need to think, what times n is 5n? That's 5. So positive 5. 5 times n is 5n. 5 times negative 6 is negative 30. Subtract, so change your signs. Negative 29 plus 30 is 1. I don't have anything else to bring down, so I'm going to bring up that positive 1. Since it was a positive, I'm going to put plus, then 1 over, and then what we divided by, n minus 6. So the answer to this one, n plus 5 plus 1 over n minus 6. Okay, I'm going to do one more with you, number 3. So for number 3, I'm going to put n plus 5 on the outside, n squared plus 10n plus 18 on the inside. So first I need to think, n times what is n squared, and that's just n. N times n is n squared. N times 5 is 5n. Subtract those. So when I subtract, change your signs. So I get 10n minus 5n, which is 5n. Bring down your plus 18. Okay, so now I'm thinking n times what is 5n, that's positive 5, so write plus 5. 5 times n is 5n. 5 times 5 is 25. Subtract those, so change your signs. 18 minus 25 would give me negative 7. I don't have anything else to bring down, so I'm going to bring up my negative 7. Since it was a negative, I'm going to put a minus sign. And 7 over, and then what I divided by, n plus 5. So the answer to this one, n plus 5 minus 7 over n plus 5. So again, you can do the rest on your own if you want. I'm including an answer key in the email so that you can check your answers if you do choose to do this. If you have any questions, feel free to email me.